Shalom, it's me, Sudden Skye, and welcome back to Mighty Switch Force Hyperdrive Edition. And here it is once again. I talked about it before, but this stage element design is very familiar, or should be at least very familiar. It wasn't too long ago where we saw this little puzzle where we needed to get the snail guy to the bottom of this little place to destroy him, and destroy ourselves in the process, I guess. Because, you know, past Skye is a fool, don't you know? But, Mighty Switch, and kill himself again. You know what? Third time's a charm, as they say. But, Patty Wagon, Patricia, was actually voiced by a woman named Stephanie Kiyomore, there's an E at the end of her name, but I'm not sure if the E is silent or not. Could be Stephanie Kamure. But either way, the only thing that I feel like I would know her as a voice from would probably be her involvement in the voice of one of the assist trophies in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS, where she plays Phosphora, which that was strange. How that enemy died. Instead of breaking into the foreground, he went all the way into the background. It's very strange. But Phosphora, I believe she's a character on in Monster Hunter, but I've never played Monster Hunter. The Monhoon series is one that looks very interesting, but it doesn't seem like it'll be my kind of thing. Looks pretty cool though. But yes, she's Phosphora, the assist trophy. But I wouldn't know that without looking it up, because I don't really play assist trophies that much in Smash. Not that much. More of a no. Well, I love items in Smash, but with the people that I play Smash with, they sort of hate the items thing, because I don't know. They see it as an unfair advantage of sorts. But maybe we'll see some of me getting an unfair advantage in the near future. Yeah. And Mighty Switch Force it's a very short game. It'll take me a week and a half at most to get this done. I wanted to do a short game that wasn't going to take me too long of a time before I go on to a more ambitious title that I have planned. But for now, we get Mighty Switch Force. And maybe something else. But yes, I did a Poke Talk earlier. Before I wanted to do actually a few things before I actually did the game that I wanted to do, which involved a Poke Talk where I talked for a very long time. About an hour, I think. I talked about Pokemon for an hour. I really didn't plan it for it to go on for that long. I was thinking it'd go on for like maybe half an hour at the most, but I didn't think I'd be able to talk for that long on Pokemon. But hey, Pokemon was a big thing in my life. I guess I did have an hour's worth of talking to do on it. And I think Pokemon's been a big thing for everyone's lives. Or maybe not a big thing, but like you can't really go your whole life without at least seeing a Pokemon. Geez, it's a parade float in Thanksgiving Macy's parade. Like they're advertisements, they're freaking cards. You can't avoid Pokemon, man. If you're trying, what are you doing, man? Don't spend your life trying to avoid Pokemon. You must know what it is. I guess I didn't really talk about how the Hooligan Sisters, that's what their name is. How to I mean, I don't think this needs much explanations, but sometimes the Hooligan Sisters will be in these safes, the boxes with the locks on it, and you're gonna have to shoot them down or out of it at least. And this is a new enemy type. It's like the same thing with, it's like the, what's the name of that Pokemon? The Bagon, Sheldon, the one with the shield for a face. That's what these guys remind me of. They now shoot fire in an arced shot if they spot you instead of charging. I really find it strange that in the Pokemon talk, I didn't really talk about Digimon that much because, Digimon was a little bit of a competitor of Pokemon. So, I mean, I feel like I should have at least mentioned it. But I guess it was just a Pokemon talk and not a Digimon talk. If I were to talk about Digimon, I'd probably not talk about the one where, like, the specific Digimon series where they were like inside the net navies. They were like, I don't know, it was very strange. I can't really, like, if you look up Digimon, or yeah, just Digimon, it'd be pretty, you wouldn't find it through that because like it's more of like a not affiliated with the regular series Digimon. It's kind of weird. It's a very weird rendition of Digimon. But from that series that I was talking about, I did prefer the rival of the protagonist rather than the protagonist himself. I think he had like the white tiger guy. He was the white tiger guy. He wore like a weird handkerchief on his head, as opposed to the goggles that the main character usually likes to wear, which is very weird. How many animes have a character wearing goggles of some sort? I mean, for some reason, like in most animes, that's usually the case. Like Naruto, he used to wear goggles, but then he started wearing a headband, and I think the guy from Bakugan, I think Dan was his name, he was wearing goggles. I think someone from the Beyblade series. I've not watched a single. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've watched some episodes of Beyblade, but not enough to recall anyone from the series. Oh man. But I mean, Beyblade talk is for a day all in itself. Let's not talk about Beyblade. The less we talk about it here, the better. But speaking of shows, I couldn't think of a better way to segue that. But I've noticed that Young Justice is on Netflix, and I heard actually a lot of DC affiliated franchises, or not franchises, mostly Batman, has been showing up on Netflix. And I heard for Young Justice in particular, if enough people start watching Young Justice on Netflix, Netflix is on the lookout for how much ratings that particular show gets. So they might consider continuing it. I'm not sure about the actual specifics of the situation, but that it seems to be the consensus. Okay, wait. How did she get stuck in that little place? Not to cut my spiel on short, but seriously, girl, how did you get that far attached to a wrecking ball, and then just like fall in that little crevice? What were you thinking? Seriously. But I heard, and Netflix is the type to continue a series, much like they are with Fuller House. I didn't watch much of Full House, and I'm not watching Fuller House. But hey, if they if they do this, if they give Young Justice the Fuller House treatment, then hey, why not? You know, I loved Young Justice. It seemed like a pretty cool show. Of course, I really didn't watch much of the series. The episode I do recall was the one where Kid Flash was making a delivery and he was a little too slow, and he didn't really make it on time. But I mean, I could rewatch the shows now that it is on Netflix, and now I know what to do with my spring break. And speaking of spring break, I hope you guys have a nice, enjoyable spring break. I know I will have a nice one. And I hope you guys enjoyed this part of me rambling about nothing, nothing about this game. Barely talks about this game at all in this part, but hopefully I'll talk some more in the next part. See you guys later.